So yesterday I went from having the worst experience and the lowest point possibly in my feelings towards this race to having the best experience and the highest point, which is right now. Actually, right now is the day after, kind of. So lowest point, the road to hell, paved in stones the size of watermelons, which goes forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And I was unprepared for how long that went, and I didn't have enough water. And what makes a really bad experience so far, was that the fact that you have to hurry because you're out of water and you don't want to get stuck out there. Once your water is gone, so you got to push. But then you're out of water. So the more an effort you make, the more you have to drink and get close to the end of your supply. And so that made it tough. And then riding on that thing was super tough, if not, for me, impossible most of the time. I just had to push that poor Appa up and down these boulders, and it was a pain in the butt, literally. But then I made it to dinner, thirsty and exhausted, but I made it. And had awesome dinner. I had 2 3-egg omelets with tomatoes and cheese, and 3 pots of Moroccan tea. And then I drank a yogurt also. And then I refilled all my water bottles. And I got 2 apples for the road and some extra ramen noodles for the road. So right now I've used half a bottle of that, of the water that I refilled with. But okay, what followed was what was awesome. Instead of stopping for sleep at around 9:30 or 10:30, and I also ran into Marcel and Aiva at the restaurant. They were not apparently so far away from me as I thought. So, their plan was to just get out of town and sleep for the night. And I kind of thought that might be my plan too, but instead of getting out of town and sleeping, I just kept going and going and going. And I think I went to bed finally at 12:30. But this is such a cool area, and the moon is so bright. I took some pictures. So I have seen, I think, the coolest part of the ride, which is just sort of this string of oasis tied by a little creek or river or canyon. And it's been a gradual climb, but watching the desert by moonlight on my own, on and on as I climbed, with a full stomach and a full load of water, it just cheered me up. Finally, I found a little oasis of my own. I dropped down a few feet off the road, and I had a perfect warm night's sleep for the last 2 hours. Now it's about 3:10, and I'm ready to push on. Woohoo! Just woke up from night sleep number 2. I hiked / rode, but mostly hiked. Between 3 in the morning and 6. And at 6, I'm like, okay, the wind was blowing, and I started looking for shelter. Et voila, here we are, getting ready to march on. And look at that, how surprising! We're surrounded by red rocks in Morocco, but I'm well rested. I had good water. I'm allowed to have an apple for breakfast. For second breakfast, like a hobbit. So for second breakfast with an apple and some lembas.
So that's more closely 900 because my odometer is running fast. So here I am at the top of the second to last large hill that I will climb on this race. I am excited about this. This road is a beautiful road. Although it bears a distant family resemblance to yesterday's road was an unloved mad dog leading from nowhere to nowhere, and so nobody fixed it or maintained it. This thought road leads to back there, the beautiful place of the oasis, where I'm sure it has a proper name, but full of tiny little jewels of people and beauty. And so whoever uses those places, I guess they can get from both directions, but they maintain this road. Look at this rock-free surface. So I'm looking forward to a very long rock-free, I hope anyway, that's my reasoning, descent for the next, 30 miles or 30 kilometers or so. We'll see how it goes. Knock on wood. So it's about 20 kilometers all downhill from here to checkpoint 3, and I'll just try to get there safely. I just wanted an easy downhill all the way to CP3, but no, that's where we gotta go. Here we are at checkpoint 3. So it's night number 8. It should be, this my fingers crossed, it should be the last night I spent out here on, it's not quite the desert this time, actually pretty close to some neighborhood in the mountain. I'm actually sleeping on a ditch, but it's a very nice cozy ditch. Let's see if I can show. Let's see, which way do I aim this like that? Anyway, so that's my mat, my inflatable mat that has been awesome. I sleep like a baby every time I go horizontal on this thing, and it takes me like 1 minute to inflate. This is my little emergency bivy that has been basically my my sleeping bag. It works awesome. It's comfy, it's light, it keeps me warm. This is my down blanket that just adds an extra layer, and I can bunch it up around my face or as a pillow. And yeah, oh, and I'm in a hurry to get to Agadir because I just learned that Katya and Winston and Valley are there waiting for me. So I'm gonna sleep maybe 2 hours. I don't know what time it is. It's probably around midnight or 1 o'clock. Sleep 2 hours, get up, and keep going. Then sleep catches up with me again. Then sleep some more, get up and get going. Seems to have worked the couple of times I've tried that. Supplies I have with me, just about I started off with 2 orders of French fries, and now it's probably about 1 order of French fries and full water bottles, 3 water bottles. But I think I visit resupply points fairly often. There's a dog howling in the distance. Anyway, this should be my last nighttime filming. Good night. So it's 5:45, and that was the first call to prayer in the neighboring village. Hey baby, I am 110 kilometers away ish, and I wanted to dedicate you a song from up here at the top of the mountain, the top of the biggest mountain before there's another couple of smaller mountains left. Ready? Soy un hombre muy honrado y me gusta lo mejor. Las mujeres no me faltan, ni el dinero ni el amor. Jineteando en mi caballo por la sierra yo me voy. Las estrellas y la luna ellas me dicen por dónde voy. Ay, 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 amor. Ay, mi morena de mi corazón. Ay, 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 amor. Ay, mi morena de mi corazón. That's it. I know it's a short version, but we gotta get going. All right, guys. It is 11:50. I'm going as fast as I can. I wish I could get to you guys sooner, but look at this. That's where I'm going now. I mean, some parts have been fast, some have been slow. I'm stuck in the slow part right now. I have to get through this dry riverbed. I hate dry riverbeds. I've gone through 100 because basically they're just big rocks, and then I have to climb that thing up there, and then when I come on that corner, hopefully I'm done climbing and there may be just a few little climbs left. All right, I'm coming. So trying to get to you guys as soon as possible, as fast as possible, but it's tough. Today's super hot, and I spent the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours climbing out of this riverbed in the heat. So I had to, I don't know how hot it is, but I had to stop in the shade and drink 1 or 2 swigs of water every couple of every 20, 30 minutes, just to manage to make sure I don't get dehydrated or heat stroked. Finally made it to the topish. I found this empty building. It looks, because there's some desks inside, like a school, and I found this beauty over here. It's a tank full of water. So I refilled my water, which was, I was down to a half bottle of drinking water. I topped everything off. I'm not gonna treat it as drinking water unless I really have to. I have a resupply in about 9 kilometers, so I should be able to make it fine. But I did the most awesome thing. I finished the drinking water that I had, and then I took a shower. I got 2 buckets of that water, which is pretty cold, straight down my head slowly. Ooh, baby, that was so good. And I'm gonna do 1 more bucket, and then after that, I'm gonna leave some money there under the bucket, and I'm gonna keep going. All right, love you guys.